Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my home. This is the first time you guys have actually seen inside my house, so it's really exciting to have you here. Welcome. Rather than doing a hiking vlog today, which I should be doing because it's beautiful, I thought I'd do a little bit of a gear review. I've not done one before, and I thought I'd start with my boots. Now you'd think, because I'm a photographer, it would be a camera or a lens or a tripod or whatever, but for me, I think really everything starts, a photography day starts with your boots, with what you've got on your feet, especially the kind of photography I do when I'm zipping all over the place. So I thought, it kind of seems fitting to talk about the boots that I've been wearing, and it's these guys here. These are the Salewa Rapace GTX. I've had them about 18 months. I've absolutely battered these. I mean, I've shown them absolutely no mercy whatsoever. They've been everywhere. I mean, they've been on pretty much every hiking vlog. All the fell walking I do outside of the hiking vlogs that you guys maybe don't see. All my photography days up in the fells, and also the trek to Everest Base Camp. I wore these. So yeah, they've pretty much been through the mill. And I have to say, these are, without a shadow of a doubt, the best boots I've ever worn in my life. They're absolutely outstanding. So much so that I've actually gone out and bought another pair. These guys like, how dare you? How could you do this to me? But, and this is why it's so significant, and I'll explain why. I've been fell walking properly for just under 20 years. So, kind of getting out most weekends, putting in the miles. And in all that time, I've never found the right boots. I've always struggled with boots and shoes. And I mean, I've had all the top brands, I've had cheap brands, I've tried everything, Scarpa, La Sportiva, North Face, Innovates. I've had everything. Reichel before the Mammut. And every time I've come to get new boots, I've decided to try a different brand or a different pair. Until now, these have been so good that I just had to go out and buy a new pair of them, because right from day one, they were just the most comfortable boots ever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about why I find them so good. And then this is not a technical review, by the way. This is just my honest opinion of why I think they're so good, and why I probably, once these are worn out, buy them again if they're still making them. Okay, so let's get into it. So there's really, I'm going to move these guys away. Sorry. So there's three main things to talk about, really: comfort, build quality, and performance. So we'll start with comfort first, really. I mean, because that is the most important thing. You could have the best boot in the world with the best sole. You could walk up a wall in them, because it's so sticky. But if they're uncomfortable, then they're useless. So for me, the most important thing in any boot is the comfort. And right off the bat, these are just so comfortable. Like a lot of modern boots nowadays, the non-leather boots, you put them on in the shop and they're comfortable straight away. I mean, in fact, you put them on and you can do a walk, 10-mile walk in them without having to break them in, and they're comfortable. That's pretty much standard nowadays. But I always found that with other boots that the comfort started to wear off a little bit over time, whereas these haven't. They've just stayed incredibly comfortable. In fact, they've got even more so. Like a good pair of slippers, like old battered slippers. That's what these have been like. I should really be holding those up, because they're the ones that are that have done me well up until now. So the reason why they're comfortable is, for me, and this is all my personal opinion, these are really good for narrow feet people. I've got quite narrow feet, and I think things like Scarpa, I've always struggled with those. My feet just end up just sliding all over the place and just not being comfortable at all. But with these, because they're slightly narrower, and they also have the insole in them, I'll just try and pull that out so I can show you. They're designed for narrow feet. Let me just see if I can pull that out. So when you get them, you get two parts of the insole. You get this yellow bit here, which is actually only half of, I don't know where it is actually, I should have it here to show you. You get half a yellow piece and this black piece here. These come apart somehow, like so. And included is this extra full length yellow piece. So you get half a yellow bit here for your heel and this bit, but you also get this full yellow bit here as well. And you put these together, and this is then for the narrow foot, and it just stops that sliding around inside the boot. So that's really good. That's part of the comfort. Nice and padded as well. One of the main features of these boots actually is this, what they call the 3F system. And so when you're tying up your boots and you get to this locking bit here, you lock it in place. These wires pull your heel down into the heel of the boot and they just lock it there. And that is really to stop your heel from lifting. So you're not going to get any blisters, which is obviously a massive bonus. You don't want to get blisters when you're out walking. Also on the heel here is this kind of flexible material here, which just allows you a little bit of mobility in your ankle as well, especially when you're going downhill. Sometimes with some stiff boots, you can feel your heel sticking into, or the boot heel sticking into your Achilles and what have you, or your calf, and it's not very comfortable. So this is nice and flexible, you can see that there. Also the lacing system, it goes right down to the toe here like a climber's shoe, like a rock climbing shoe. That just cinches your foot in so well, and it just gives you that stability when you're doing a little bit of scrambling and you're on the smaller ledges. You just feel like it's wrapping right round your foot. A lot of boots, the laces finish about here, and it just feels like you've got this huge expansive area of just floppy, whatever. Whereas this, you can really tighten it down and you're in. When I have worn these in the depths of winter, in the snow, they're not a winter boot. However, my feet were warm. They weren't cold. In terms of, British winter walking, mountaineering, they're absolutely fantastic. General hiking, again, fantastic. They're going to be for gardening now. Don't tell them that. That's probably it in terms of comfort, I guess. It's nice and padded around there. Yeah, so that's the comfort side of it. Build quality. Now, Salewa, I think they're originally a German company, but I think these boots are made in Italy, so that should tell you something straight away. I mean, the Italians are famous for making good quality shoes, and this is no exception. They just feel incredible quality and workmanship. Everything just feels absolutely solid, and you know what? It feels like that when you first get them, and even after a good old battering, they still feel premium and good quality. My God, these are really worn out, aren't they? They do still feel amazing. So, the Gore-Tex is the Rapace GTX, and all the brands use GTX to signify the Gore-Tex lined. So they are fully waterproof. Waterproofing's actually gone on my right boot there. That was my fault. I tried to rush dry them and stuck them on the radiator, and I think they must have cracked somehow, dried them out. So don't do that. What I really like about these boots as well, and you normally find that the better quality mountain boots have them, is this big rubber rand that goes right round here, and it goes right round to the heel. You find quite a lot of boots, the rand will just go around the toe and stop, and at the point where it stops is normally where the boots fail. That's where you normally get the tears and the holes that appear. So it is useful having the rand right round, because it just means you can jam your foot into little crevices and what have you, and not have to worry about pulling out stitches and wrecking the nice uppers. So that is a really nice feature. Quite a stiff boot actually, not a winter boot. It's probably, like a 3-season boot, but it is pretty stiff. So a B1 probably, I think it is a B1 actually, and it'll take a C1 crampon. To be honest with you, I've never worn crampons with these boots. I've always just got away with wearing micro spikes, particularly in the lakes. I just don't think, unless you're doing really, really steep groundwork, I just don't think you need crampons in the Lake District. Or if you're ice climbing, then fair enough. But for the most part, micro spikes will do, and these will be, that would fit quite nicely on these boots. So in terms of performance then, it's the fact that I've worn them non-stop for pretty much everything is testament to the fact that they perform so well. The sole is a Vibram sole, or Vibram, however you want to pronounce that. It's got a very aggressive tread, which is just so reassuring, especially when you're doing a bit of scrambling. Being able to jam, you know, little bits of rock into these lugs here is very reassuring. And that heel, I mean, look how aggressive that heel is. It's unbelievable. That has actually saved my backside countless times, because you know you put your foot down and you might slide a little bit, and then boom, that thing just locks in. So really fantastically aggressive heel. Quite sticky rubber actually. Not the stickiest of rubber. I mean, obviously the stickier it is, the softer it is, which means it'll wear out quicker. So it's kind of middle of the road, I suppose, really. So it does give you good traction. Obviously you've got the nice flatter section here as well for just sticking your toes on those small ledges when you're doing scrambling. So that is the Salewa Rapace GTX, my first ever review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Highly recommend these boots. Obviously this is only my opinion, this is my findings from spending a lot of time in them. You know, do your own research, go and find out what other people say, and then compare to other brands and what have you. But like I say, these have not let me down, and it's quite remarkable for me to go out and buy the same boots twice in a row. I've never done that. It's kind of a big deal. So yeah, take that however you wish. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the review, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe please. And until the next review, or the next hiking vlog, or the next nano vlog, which I think I'm going to start doing, I'll see you. Cheers. Yes, worth mentioning, by the way, that Salewa didn't pay me to do this video. They didn't sponsor me, and they didn't send me the boots. I bought them myself with my own money, because they are that good. So I thought it was worth mentioning that, just in case you thought that it was like a paid partnership or anything like that. Salewa have never heard of me, don't know who I am, and don't care. So there you go. It's just a good pair of boots. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of a gear review. I should really be out there hiking because it is absolutely glorious, but I thought I'd do a bit of a gear review instead today, because I don't know why.